part of a secret government program termed Project Penguin. Medical doctor and psychiatrist Andrija Puharich set up a special laboratory where psychics and military personnel gathered to investigate psychological manipulation and hallucinogenic drugs. Perhaps one of the most compelling and controversial aspects of Puharich's research was channeling, which involved making contact with non-physical beings.
Puharich used the Faraday cage, a copper room that was specially insulated according to U.S. naval standards. It would prohibit mid-level electromagnetic waves and electrostatic. In this Faraday cage, individuals would relax and allow the mind over matter signal to take place.
In December 1952, Puharich invited Hindu mystic and doctor D.G. Vinod to one of these channeling sessions. During the experiment, Vinod went into a deep trance and made contact with a group of entities called the Nine.
At the very beginning, they just announced themselves as 9 principles of the universe. Well, that's pretty big to start with. But nevertheless, they said they were extraterrestrials. They were forces from beyond.
The 9 said that they were an eternal presence, that they had been watching humanity from the very beginning, and that they were gods, guides, and this was what particularly interested Puharich, the idea that if they are gods, they of course have wisdom, and Puharich wanted to ask for guidance. The 9 came up with a number of different messages involving their being guardians for the human race, creators even.
Puharich, he said, "What is your name? Who are you?" And that was the great revelation, because the being said, "I am Atum." And Atum was the great father god of ancient Egypt, and introducing not only the 9 principles, but the 9 great gods, or the Ennead of ancient Egypt.
Is it possible that Puharich actually made contact with the 9 great gods of Egypt? Could this be evidence of a long-standing federation of extraterrestrials overseeing earthly affairs? But if so, just who were these beings? Heliopolis, Cairo. Known as the Sun City, this is one of the oldest and most sacred sites of ancient Egypt. Although mostly destroyed, an obelisk remains, marking the spot where the temple of the sun god, Atum, once stood. Here, the ancient pharaohs would connect to the Ennead, a council of 9 deities who were said to have brought technology and knowledge to mankind. According to Egyptian hieroglyphs, consultation with the Ennead was chief among the pharaoh's duties and critical to the success of the nation.